Nearly $6 billion. That's how much the state owes public schools, according to a new report released by the Alliance for Quality Education. That group and some lawmakers are now calling on the governor to rethink some of his policies on education. Capitol correspondent Kimberly Howard live in the Albany newsroom. Kimberly, what's not sitting well with them?
Well, Liz, they're not happy with the governor's push for stricter teacher evaluations or the idea that an outside organization could take over some of the state's worst performing schools. They don't want education reform being tied to the budget, but most of all, they want more money, double the amount the governor has said that in an ideal world would be designated for New York schools. This team of lawmakers and education advocates are calling out Governor Cuomo, saying the state hasn't met its legal requirements in terms of funding education. They say the governor's education reform policies fall short of turning that around.
Schools across the Capital District are owed hundreds of millions of dollars,
including more than $10 million to Albany High School, which was designated as a failing school on a report released by the governor's office last week. Schools in Schenectady, Troy, and Amsterdam were on that list too.
I know firsthand these teachers are working hard. We need to give them the resources to deliver for our children.
The report found that statewide schools are owed nearly $6 billion, much of which they say can be recouped by closing tax loopholes and asking the state's wealthiest of the wealthiest to pay a little more.
Hedge funds are making some of the biggest windfalls in the history of the American economy, and they're paying lower taxes than most New York small and medium-sized businesses. They could target the absentee owners of luxury Manhattan condominiums, people's fourth and fifth and sixth homes that they're investing in like Swiss bank accounts. There is a lot of money at the very, very top of our economy, and if those folks paid their fair share, we could plow the money right back into the schools.
But Governor Cuomo has insisted money isn't the answer. He says on average, New York spends more per student than any other state in the nation, nearly double the national average.
Money matters. It's ridiculous to pretend that money doesn't matter.
Now, along with their report, this group also launched a website where you can find out exactly how much the state owes your school. We have a link to that on CBS6Albany.com. Just click on web links. Live in the Albany newsroom, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.